a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. And with all the grace of a drowning penguin.
Look up in the sky! It's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's Shaft!
Hey guys, welcome to the ASUS RoG Winter 2014 event. This is game number 3 between these two players, Zerg vs Protoss, here in the bottom left-hand side of Frost Ladder Edition. It's our blue Zergy McFerguson representing Team Startale, GSL's very first Royal Rotor, none other than Life. And here on the top right-hand side of that very same map, going for a Gateway Expand, it's our red Protoss, Welmu, a Finnish player. He's actually according to Wikipedia Trivia, he said he was going to get Grandmaster and within 4 weeks achieved that goal, which is pretty awesome. Hatch first build here out of Startale Life. This is a big map, so not surprising. We'll see, does he choose to go for 2 or 3 hatches before his pull? It looks like he will do that yet again. Still, greedy opener, but maybe he can make it happen. Now his opponent already pulling up that Cyber Core, so it's going to be a Cyber Core before a gate or before a Nexus. We'll see how long it takes him to get the Nexus, or does he go straight into tech? Gotta love this build though. Made famous by Root Cats. Hands down one of the greediest builds that there possibly is right now. There's the pull. And here's the Cybernetics Core finishing up. Looks like the probe is in a position to build the Nexus. About 100 minerals left. And there it is. Zealot moving out to an offensive position. Wants to apply a little bit of harassment, which will do great with this late pull. Takes 6 lings to kill a Zealot without losing a ling. 4 lings can do it, but you need perfect micro. And there we go, going ahead and queuing up those queens. Alright, so as this Nexus is about halfway done, we have another gateway being queued up. And the fact is, it's not at the front wall, so this is telling me that we are going to have a lot of gateway pressure. 2 gateways now. Yeah, this hidden pylon is telling us quite a bit. There's a third one, so he's already at 4 gates 5 minutes in. That's some heavy pressure. He could easily turn this into an all-in. First batch of queens have spawned. Now the Zealot pressure is going to arrive at this third, but he sees the third established and looks like he's going to be content to go ahead and run away. The queen plus lings definitely going to be able to take on that Zealot. More queens being queued up, a couple extra lings as well. Warp Gate finishing up. Mothership Core has arrived. We've got a proxy pylon going down as well. Take a look at the gateway count. 4th gateway finishing up now. Currently 1 Mothership Core, 1 Sentry, 1 Zealot, so he's going to be relying mostly on reinforcements. 13 lings on the field. There we go, we've got some Zealots being warped in, but this is actually a fake out. He is going for a Stargate behind this, so while he's trying to put on pressure, he mostly just wants to lower the queen count, bruise as many as possible, and not lose this Mothership Core. Those are going to be his key things, because right now, you know, his opponent's in a really terrified position, so he's not going to be droning very heavily. You see he's making 2 drones here, but mostly lings. And as the Stargate finishes, his pressure will build. He'll probably throw up some Void Rays here. And, ooh, does lose the Mothership Core, but he kills off a queen. Some more Zealots being warped in, but without that Mothership Core, his attack is basically going to be able to be pushed back quickly. It's going to become a contest over the creep for a little while. Here we go. You see the Zealots trying to kite off creep, get the Lings to overextend, maybe the Queens as well. Queen's coming off creep. He tries to turn around and get in position, but no, he's going to wait for the next warp in. And in fact, instead of a Void Ray, we have an Oracle finishing up now. Lings coming in here to do a little counterattack. Nice wall off, going to stop that. The Zealots moving back to a hidden outpost. A lot of Lings still on the field though. No Ling speed just yet. Now the Roach Warren being started, about a third of the way there. Roach is going to do great against these Zealots, so he'll have to diversify his Protoss composition. Now these Lings and Queens are trying to knock down this destructible debris. This will allow more mobility in between his bases. And here is the Oracle. Did arrive, but the Spore is up. It's going to go ahead and knock him right on back. And here are the Lings engaging these Zealots, trying to take out the pylon. Not going to happen. The Oracle now here to spend some of its energy taking out the Queens, but ultimately it looks like Welmu has had his attack thwarted. In acknowledgement of that, Twilight Council is begun. Some more Roaches and Lings being sent onto the field. Basically, Welmu wants to force Startale Life to build as big an army as he can, and that'll allow Welmu to expand and get his transition set up. Void Ray is on the way now. The Zealots forced to abandon the Zonaga Tower. They're going to sacrifice a couple of them to put some distance between the Roaches and the rest of the Zealots. Better to lose 2 than to lose all. Sentry's knocking down this pylon. They want to be able to get to the rescue of the Zealots. Boom. Good force fields. Didn't grab too many units, but at least it's knocking the attack back. Ground weapons level 1 completing. This is going to give the Zerg a huge disadvantage. Zealots kill Lings in 2 attacks. When it takes 3, the Zealots are nowhere near as effective, but that +1 upgrade makes all the difference. Good use of Revelation here. Definitely worth using as a Protoss player. Hands down, free map hacks. You always know what's going on in your opponent's base or with their army or with any number of other things, whatever you want to use it on. Third base now down for Welmu. His opponent taking a 4th base, so Welmu should be able to easily hold this off, knock his opponent back. He will lose this pylon though. Oh, come on, Life. Yep, there it is. There's the kill. +2 attack for Protoss, about halfway there. He's also working on Blink, which is a direct counter to Mutalisks. The Spire nearly finished. Startale Life may get caught out of position here, and in fact, Welmu scouting that Spire can already counter that. Get into a better position to do such. Little Reconstitution queued up now for Startale Life. Means he'll be having some really fast Roaches to help contest the Protoss map control. Blink about 10 seconds away now. And 10 Mutalisks are in production. Good force fields. Grabs 4 of the Roaches. That is going to be a lot of free resources for him. Startale Life a little bit behind on the units lost tab. About 500 resources. And take a look at the numbers there. Two more Stargate in production, so this is going to be a Startoss style. And there's the fleet beacon. So It's very possible we may see carriers this game. This is actually a game point for Welmu. If he wins this, he clean sweep Startale Life. Not many players can ever say they've done that. There's the Infestation Pit, some Burrow, 1-1 upgrades. Finally, Startale Life's upgrades way behind this game. But he's got the 4th base, so it's okay. 5th base on the way as well. These guys posturing for a position here. This is where it's trying to get an idea of what's on the high ground, pulling the units over that direction just a little bit, and now able to take out a photon cannon, get some harassment here on the back of this mineral line. How many probes can he kill before the opponent shows up? He's going to have to pull off a lot of these roaches to buy time for the rest. Good force fields there. Nice burrow. No detection here for Welmu. That's the thing about not going for a robo facility, and the oracles have been killed off. Roach Queen Muta. Startale Life inventing his own new style. Now he is floating a lot of resources. What is he saving for? He's obviously going to be doing a tech switch. He doesn't want to overinvest in Mutalisk because his opponent's already hard countered that. Hive is completing. Vipers? I don't know. It's hard to say. He's got a lot of infestors though. They'll always be useful. More gateways in production now for Welmu. We see Startale Life already prioritizing this gas. Adrenal glands and the Ultralisk Cavern. So that's what the saved up gas is going to be for. Two upgrades now on the way for Startale Life. Makes sense now that he delayed the upgrades for that faster hive. Looks like Welmu, who has made a huge number of Phoenix, will be caught off guard when he sees that there's not actually that many Mutalisks right now. A lot of infestors, good fungal growth there. Grabbed a lot of those Phoenix and especially the Void Ray. Still some key fungal growths holding those Phoenix in position. And there goes the Void Ray. Queen's falling though. A lot of queens dying there. Oh, blink forward, grabs the infestor. Oh my god, guys, it's 4 AM here. Amazing games, though. I have more Phoenix dying. 7 Ultralisks on the way, Adrenal Glands. We've got chitinous plating here. Everything is our ground army would want. And essentially, the infestors have made the air army completely neutralized. Mothership core taking a beating there, falling to the ground and untidy crumbles. The gas income tab sells it all. And as the Stalker army blinks on top of the Ultralisk, we'll see what can happen to infestors. Not able to get any good fungals just yet. Oh, there we go. Got a huge number of those Stalkers. No blinks for those Stalkers. Queens here to inject on the Ultras, but the Ultras, in fact, are behind the Queens, so they're not engaged in the battle. The infestors are doing a good job holding their own, but if the Ultras were in position, if these Herp Derpalisks were in position, Startale Life would, hands down, be in a much better position. And there we go, the Queens are getting killed off. There are only 2 Infestors left here in this battle. 4 Queens. That's just not enough stuff to deal with the Protoss army right now. I'm getting a little worried now for Startale Life. The army count supply is actually really similar. The upgrades are also really similar, but with attacks like that, Welmu could easily make this a 3-0. 11 Infestors, 6 Ultralisks on the way. He's going to have to be very careful that he does not let the roaches or anything block out these Ultralisks. Ling swinging around for a counterattack. Make his opponent think twice about moving out. Goes in and pulls those Lings back, so he'll have them for later. And we see the Dark Shrine getting queued up now. Startale Life mostly wants to keep this defensive until he can max out 200-200, and then he'll Spine Crawler up and ultimately attack at that point. Or in fact, he may just move out now, as it looks like he is doing. And there goes that hallucination. Now Welmu trying to grab the best position to attack his opponent in. And it looks like this would just be posturing here for both of our players. Infestors want to sneak in from the behind, it looks like. Greater Spire now being queued up. We've got some Corruptors. Looks like he's already transitioned out of the Herp Derpalisk into something a little more powerful. 3 upgrades now being researched here for our Zerg player. Plus 3 attack also for our Protoss being researched. Nice beach balls here. These infested Terran are going to wreck the mineral line here, possibly even take out the Nexus itself. More Infestors over here at the 4th base doing exactly the same thing. These should be cleaned up by the Stalkers, but while all of this is occurring, a lot of workers were just killed off. We have had 35 workers killed by Life in this game. Some more cannons, static defense here for Protoss. Very, very good decision, especially with these annoying little Infestor attacks. These 2, 3, 4 squad Infestors, my god, they're annoying. Love to use them in my own play though. Either way, we do have Broodlords on the way. Dark Templar are not going to be very useful against that. And here's the move out. He is on creep. Some of these Ultralisks getting caught out, but that was a lot of wasted blink there. He's not going to be able to kite backwards. The Ultralisks taking advantage of the supremely clustered Stalkers, and there is not much of a gateway meat shield here to tank for the Sentries or the Immortals. Huge mistake by Welmu there, blinking forward. Can he remedy his mistake? We're going to find out. Now it's 25 workers scaled to 35. And more infested Terran being dropped down here at this 3rd for Welmu. Sonic Storm now being researched, but will this game last that long? So not looking like it. This Protoss in his final death throes. This has been such a close match, so back and forth. Advantages swinging one way, then the other. Some great usage here of the Brood Lords. Guardian Shield definitely kicking in, helping the Immortals. But it does not look like, yeah, not enough anti-air there. Startale Life now able to come back just a little bit. It is 2-1 now. Welmu's favor, but anything goes. He is definitely still a contender in this. Life never one to bow out of a fight. Let's update this scoreboard real quick. And then on to the next game. See you there, guys. Bye-bye.
신앙 선수가 되는 거고요.
그렇죠.
멀티에 방해도 받지 않으면서 안전하게 해주고 있는 모습인데 맹독충의 스피드업이 되기 전에 즉 전방 위에서만 싸워야 되고 전방만 좀 제거하고 마지막에 스피드업을 뿌리고 이 근육을 그렇습니다. 이대로 잘못하면은 죽는 상황에 치워질 수 있으나 현재까지는 준비를 이시동 선수가 조금 더 잘해주고 있었다. 이렇게 생각을 해야 될 것 같습니다. 그렇죠. 그 상황에 신앙 선수가 좋습니다. 이기가 계속 앞서서 싸움을 걸 수 있는 건 보통 싸워서요. 써먹어야 되거든요. 힘을 해도 필요 없다는 거니까. 잘 참고 제자리게